Hello, my name is Matthew Geske, and I want to talk about relationships. Relationships are the basis of a meaningful, fulfilling life, and the absence of relationships is the absence of, I guess, anything. I don't know. Life without relationship would be terrible. So, very important topic. All of us realize on some level, if we don't have friends, if we don't have family, if we don't have coworkers, lovers, that like, what do we have if we don't have? So relationships can take many different forms, but without meaningful relationships, our life is greatly lessened. So I want to talk about healthy relationships. Many times we find ourselves getting stuck in a pattern of unhealthy relationships. Our intentions may be good. We want to have friends. We want to have a lover. We want to have situations where we can connect and enjoy ourselves in the midst of a relationship. So what's with that? I mean, why, if our intentions are good, we want to have meaningful relationship, we want to love, we want to be loved. What the heck happens that we get ourselves in very unhealthy or potentially dangerous relationships? Well, this is because of what's been modeled or demonstrated to us as we were growing up, primarily, also maybe on media and other forms of other examples, maybe. Oftentimes we've had somebody in authority or somebody that we should be able to have been safe with or trust, that they violated us in some way, either by being unkind, cruel, and possibly sexually exploitive. So these are all great tragedies, and as children we do not know how to handle them. We kind of go, wow, is this the way the world is? Is that how people treat each other? And that doesn't kind of make sense on some level, but here this has happened, so I got to figure out something to do with it, or at least maybe in some cases not figure out what to do with it and just kind of stow it away in some deep dark closet, hoping that that the world is different than what I experienced in the past. So if that's the case, when we've had these secrets or difficulties, they are going to always cast a shadow over our relationships. And the closer that we try to get to a person, the more time we spend, the more we try to develop trust in that person, those shadowy secrets or negative experiences are going to affect us. So, hey, maybe we get into a new relationship, everything's great, but then when we start getting to know that person, they're getting to know us, we're developing some dependence on them, then that's when some negative patterns can come out. So until we, our individual selves, look at some of the things that affected us in our understanding of relationships, then that pattern of unhealthy relationships is going to continue. Oftentimes we think, oh, if that person would just change, or if I could just find the right person, then these fights wouldn't happen, or this pain wouldn't happen, or so-and-so stopped this behavior, then everything would be great. Unfortunately, that's not the way it works, because there's even part of us that gets drawn toward people that have those types of negative behaviors. So we break up with Joe, we're going to quite likely get involved with John that has many of the same characteristics of Joe, just a different, excuse me, a different packaging. So this is the importance of counseling to try to figure out what those destructive patterns were, or how they developed, and how to break free from them. Oftentimes we have to look at some hard things that have happened to us in the past, rework them, get a better understanding of what good parents are, what good authority figures are, what are the signs of people that we can trust, what's actually a violation of ourselves and our sense of well-being that we have to watch out for and not accept. So those are all things that make for a healthy relationship. At times, to get healthy in a relationship, you have to do work individually. Once people have looked at some of this stuff, addressed some of their destructive behavior, then you can look at the relationship and seeing if it can improve communication. But until you do some of that hard work on your own, it's pretty hard to change a pattern of in the relationship, because it's kind of like a tidal wave. It's got a lot of momentum. Until you can channel that yourself, have healthy boundaries, accept yourself, trust your instincts, then it's going to be very difficult to have a healthy, meaningful relationship with another person. So this is something I see a lot in people. It causes all kinds of difficulties and loneliness and pain and divorce and failure of commitment. Those are all things that are rampant in our society and cause devastation to children and to extended families and so forth. So I encourage you, if you're struggling in relationships, to consider getting some help and not just running from one quick fix to another or one relationship to another, but to take some time, figure out what's going on. And if I can be of assistance, please call me. Worked with many people who struggle with this, and the value and the rewards of meaningful relationships are amazing. So encourage you to do that hard work so you can get to that place where you can feel valued and where you can give and receive love completely. Thank you.